And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. Across from me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Woolley. So, yeah, I had to do it.
You got the number 10, man.
Yep.
Number 10.
Number 10 in blue.
Number 10 on the jersey, number 1 in your hearts, everybody.
Oh,
Are we talking about number 10 of the New York Giants?
yeah. Christ. This.
Where do you want to start?
Cameron Woolley. We'll start with the jersey.
Okay. Might as well. I mean, you have to.
Eli Manning retired. I don't
16
have
seasons, 2 Super Bowl titles, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, 4 Pro Bowls, and then I can blow up the rest of his stats. But there's just
66 passing touchdowns. He was a career 500 quarterback, but that does not matter because you'd have to be an idiot to not let him in the
117 and 117. Am I correct on that?
Yep. Perfectly balanced.
I think that says a lot, right? That record?
Yep.
Which is pretty much, he's not putting up, say, like Dan Marino or Joe Montana numbers.
Okay, first of all.
But Marino never won a Super Bowl, correct?
Yeah, but come on, are we really gonna hold that
I'm
against
not.
them? Are we really gonna say, oh yeah, it's Marino's fault they never won a Super Bowl?
Not at all, not at all. And Manning, one of the greatest upsets of all time in any sport.
Talk about Eli or Peyton?
Eli, and Peyton's for another. That's for another party. We're not talking about Peyton.
Yeah, we're not talking about Peyton. We're talking about his younger brother.
Yes.
Talk about his brother the one that I've known. The year I was born was the year he was drafted. I was born a month and a half before he was drafted.
Yeah.
So I am very, very, it's very emotional for me because, God, Eli, other than up until past season, Eli Manning was the only quarterback I ever knew for the Giants. And
I remember.
And to grow up only is a blessing. It's a privilege.
It is unheard of in today's age of free agency, big money contracts.
No, I'm talking about NFL quarterbacks.
Sure.
To have a franchise quarterback for that long, for 16
years.
16 football seasons growing up. It took until sophomore year of high school to witness a big transition at the quarterback position for the Giants.
Sure.
And to say that again, it's a privilege.
Yeah, so hard to play.
I'll listen to Browns fans. I'll listen to Eagles fans, Cowboys fans. Even though the Eagles have kicked the Giants' asses for the last my entire life, they've had I can think of 3 quarterbacks that they have off the top of my head. Yeah, I can think of McNabb, Vick, and Foles and Wentz. I can actually think of 4 off the top of my head. And I'm just... Don't look at the Eagles quarterbacks list.
Yeah, here we go. In the last 16 years.
Let me list this off.
Okay, go for it. The floor is yours.
Donovan McNabb, Corey Detmer, Mike McMahon, Jeff Garcia. Oh my God, Jeff Garcia was an Eagle. That's right. A.J. Feely, Kevin Cobb, Michael Vick, Vince Young, Nick Foles, Mark Sanchez, Sam Bradford, and Carson Wentz. So, a lot more than one. Let's say a lot more than one.
More.
If it weren't for Ben McAdoo being just a dick, that's all I can say. He was a dick. Eli would have. It was just Eli and Geno. And I'm not even going to count Geno. I don't know why I'm even going to say his name on a day where we're honoring.
We're celebrating.
Eli.
Yes.
We're honoring a legend. A legend to me. I remember I tweeted out something. Just gonna I'll pull this up. I'm gonna pull up this tweet.
But 16 seasons, man. This is a rough sport. So that kind of longevity.
In the age of where concussions are at the forefront, where injuries are happening weekly. I tweeted this, like, quoted yesterday at 6:45. Eli Manning was the one athlete that I can confidently say defined my childhood as a sports fan. Only two others I can say came anywhere remotely close to that were Derek Jeter and Adam Henrique.
Wow.
And Jeter, that's a whole other topic for today.
Sure.
But we're not talking about Jeter right now.
Yeah, Jeter will have his own.
Like, Eli's
segment.
impact, even though I love Jeet and he's a legend in his own right, in my heart, he's nowhere close to Eli. Eli was the one athlete that I can say was a role model to me, a role model to act not only as an athlete but as a human being, to keep your head down and just not be cocky, don't show off too much, just the epitome of class. He's the classiest athlete I've ever seen. And again, I grew up being Derek Jeter. So, just a very, very emotional day for me. I have not listened to No Easy Way Out yet, which...
Did you see this coming?
Absolutely.
You did?
It was on the end of his contract, and my mind cannot fathom him playing in another jersey. He's done enough.
Neither could he.
Like he's done enough. He won his two championships. He won his 2 MVPs. He accomplished the thing that was the hardest thing to accomplish as a quarterback in the 2000s, and to break through the Patriots, to beat the Patriots, to beat that empire of a football team twice. And everybody says it's the defense that carried him. I'm a stupid football fan. Then why did he win MVP in both of those games?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, I'm not going to talk about the haters.
Sure.
If it's one thing that Eli Manning defied, it was the expectations of the haters. So, growing up to me, he was the Giants. Whenever I envisioned the Giants, it was always him standing under center, and it was his voice calling the audibles, snapping the ball, throwing touchdowns, first downs, fumbling, interceptions,
Sure.
The
good and the bad, sure. And the ugly, of course. A couple uglies in there.
Oh, yeah. Well, quite a few uglies.
Sure.
There were so many times throughout growing up where I would just see a throw that Eli made, and I'd be like, Jesus Christ, you dopey idiot, what are you doing?
I mean, every quarterback does that.
And also the Manning face.
the look of disgust. Hey, that's pretty good. Manning face.
Yeah, I grew up time it panned over to the sidelines, I saw it. Like, all I saw was Kenny. It was Kenny Albert saying, Eli Manning, a starter of 210 consecutive games. Yeah, a little thing to McAdoo right there for ruining that.
Yep.
So, that was the first time I've ever used the middle finger. But it was...
Well deserved. For sure.
I reserved it for a special scumbag, and... and even in 2019, Eli Manning's numbers. Yeah, could you put that up on the OBS?
Oh, sure.
We're just gonna reflect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I knew this was gonna be a long segment. This was gonna reflect a really big reflection phase on Eli Manning and the numbers he put up. You can put it in the middle of the screen. You don't need to.
I'll put you on there as you describe them.
You don't need to blur out your face,
you know what
man.
you know what I look like. So there's the stats, 2004 to 2019.
And even in 2019, he he was on pace for 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even that bad in 2019. Granted, the touchdown to interception ratio could use a little work, but even then, in his later years, I never saw, even in all of his years, I never saw a more unfairly scrutinized athlete in the history of sports. Well, not in the history of sports, but in my lifetime, I never saw a more unfairly scrutinized athlete. And I feel so badly for him, because even I look in the Instagram comment section and they're just rooted in so many bumbling jerks that are like, oh, his defense carried him. You're lucky. And it's especially Pats fans. Every single time it's a Pats profile picture. It's like, Eli Manning, the most lucky quarterback ever. He's the most one comment I saw was, he's the most accidental quarterback ever.
Accidental? Come on. That's a stretch.
You don't
That's a stretch.
You don't accidentally your way into winning drives against.
Sure, you don't accidentally beat
David Tyree. David Tyree, maybe David Tyree, because that was a busted play, but he still got away from the rush.
Yeah, he did, and threw a somewhat accurate pass, and
he put it where his receiver needed it.
Exactly.
Hey,
right on the helmet.
Every single time people
right on the helmet.
Every single time people would say to me, "Oh, Eli doesn't throw a good ball." Well, he puts it where the receiver need. He puts it.
That's all that matters, right?
Only where the receiver can get it.
Isn't that all that matters?
And like, if my dad were on here, he could tell you all about this. But he did this thing called throwing you open.
Okay.
And this was during a game, like last year against the Panthers, where he threw a ball like back shoulder and it sailed completely away from him, kind of like woo. And it was one of those plug receivers that the Giants have had over the years. And I remember we were at a bar in Hoboken, and all I heard was like, "Oh, where the hell are you throwing that, you washed up bum?" And meanwhile, my dad just said, like, "He's throwing you open." And you'll know who I listen to there.
Yeah.
If you wonder where all my sports takes come from, I came from it.
Yeah, look no further, everybody. So, all right. So the question on everybody's lips right now: Eli Manning, Hall of Fame. Yes or no?
Why are you asking me this question?
Yes or no?
Well,
I need your opinion.
I've been okay, fine. Yes.
Yes.
And you're stupid if you think otherwise.
Okay.
I'm saying, even if you think otherwise heading into the show, I'm sorry, you're an idiot.
I don't think otherwise. But there are I've seen a lot of people who have said no.
There's an alarming amount of people who think he's not, and I feel bad for those people. They're idiots. Okay, let me just pull up some more numbers about. Okay, can you pull up the all-time passing board?
All-time passing board.
All-time passing leaders. I just kind of...
I can do that.
I want to give a message to the haters. I just want to give... Eli Manning's trending. God, when's the last time?
All right, here you go. I'll put this up on the screen as well.
Put this up on the screen.
There we go. Okay.
To all of the... Okay, can you like kind of put so I can see me, so I know where to point my finger?
Yes.
Okay. To all of the people who are saying Eli Manning isn't a Hall of Famer, look at that. Have a look at that.
Number 7, all time.
Look at that. Right there. The only people who are ahead of him are Phillip Rivers, Dan Marino, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Drew Brees. And if that's not enough for you, go to the touchdowns. If that's not enough for you, let's have a look. Have a look at some more numbers. Don't go to touchdowns. Passing touchdowns.
Passing touchdowns, career, go. And...
Right, so I can put my finger in the right place. That enough for you?
366.
Enough.
Number 7 of all.
366
Number 7 all
touchdowns.
time.
That enough for you? Only guys who were ahead of him were Phillip Rivers, Dan Marino, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Drew Brees. Same guys. If that doesn't belong in Canton, then by your logic, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger,
Fran Tarkenton. John Elway.
Well, let's all hold on. They didn't play in passing leagues.
Come on.
Hold on. Like, even in the pass-happy NFL, Eli Manning's thrown more touchdowns than 4 modern comparisons. And are Rodgers and Big Ben going to pass him? Is Matt Ryan going to pass him? Yeah, probably. Is Matthew Stafford going to pass him? Probably not. Is Patrick Mahomes going to pass him? Yes. Like, I'm not even going to hide that. Yes. But the fact that he retired, top 10 all-time in passing, in major passing categories, while being a 2-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, Walter Payton Man of the Year, 4-time Pro Bowler, being the face of one of the most prestigious franchises in the NFL, is that enough? Tell me. Give me your honest answer after seeing all of those numbers, all of that evidence, all of the tape. Is that enough?
All right, I think you've made a very convincing argument, my friend. Very confusing argument. Well, I just had to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that enough, Ming?
It is enough.
Not enough for you? Thank you.
You've got me.
Man. You've always got my back. You've
no,
always got me, man.
I had no doubt. So.
All right.
Well, enjoy your retirement. You've earned it. What's he gonna do next?
Do nationwide commercials with Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd love that.
That
would be gold. That would be gold.
Yeah.
Just imagine that.
Where do you think he's heading though? Broadcast booth.
I'd love to see him as a broadcaster.
Me too.
But I feel like he's got too much of like I don't feel like he's a great speaker. He's probably a better speaker than me, but he's a better speaker than most of us. But I believe that habit of saying all the time is probably gonna get him.
You can fix that. A little practice.
I can probably fix that. Or you could do a podcast with him and Peyton.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I'd listen to that.
Yeah.
I would so listen to
Manning
that.
Manning.
Him, like Eli, Peyton, and Cooper.
Yeah, Manning and
yeah,
Manning.
Archie would come on every once in a while.
Often. Yeah, I would love that. They could analyze games. They could talk about old times. That would be a hit podcast right there, man.
It would just be Eli ripping on Peyton.
I would listen to that any day.
And apparently
I would listen to that any day.
At everything other than football and commercials, Eli had Peyton like everywhere. And I remember, I think it was my dad telling me something, and I'm not gonna hold anything to this, but apparently, why Eli was so good in the big moments and big games, and Peyton not so much, was because Peyton was always bothered by little things.
All right, small details.
And
well done.
Yeah, and Eli was probably just like, oh, no, I don't care. Just a happy-go-lucky quarterback, and God, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to record my reaction to the press conference, and I will probably end up breaking down crying 3 minutes in.
And that's tomorrow, correct? Tomorrow's doing.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Okay.
And hopefully maybe my performing arts club teacher will let me watch it
That'd be
live.
Cool. Yeah.
Giants fan. So.
Do you think any aspirations, front office, coaching?
I'd like to see him become a coach, but I think he should take a break from football. He's earned it. He owes me nothing. He doesn't. He doesn't owe this team shit.
He doesn't owe.
He doesn't owe anyone anything.
Doesn't. No.
We, as a fan base, as a city, and the Giants as an organization, owe him an unpayable debt.
It'd be cool though to see him pass on his skills and knowledge down, make the
Tell you,
Giants a
it's
better team.
Tell you, that's the same reason why I was Team Cap in Civil War. It was because you have the audacity to tell them to do even more shit when they've saved your ass multiple times.
Yeah.
Like, were you Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
Oh, I'm Team Cap. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I think Iron Man's a jerk, but
All right, you have a brain. That's cool. We've got stuff to talk about.
I ain't gonna follow whatever the government wants me to do, especially since I've done so. If it were me, yeah, since I've done so much already, I'm like, get out of here. I'm not following. I'm not signing.
Saying Cap, he knows what it's like when the government has power over everything. He knows what it's like when the government's powerful.
Usually doesn't. Yeah,
he knows what it's like.
Usually doesn't work.
He knows what it's like.
Usually doesn't work out. So no, you've made a convincing argument. And, anybody who says that Eli Manning does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, they're just speaking out with emotion. And, yeah, there's that, too. So, yeah. And we heartily give him the finger, even though you can't see it if you're listening on the audio version. So, all right. Anything else? Any closing arguments? Or any just any closing thoughts to Eli Manning? I know you're a big fan. Your favorite player?
Yep, my favorite athlete of all time.
Favorite
athlete of all time.
Any sport, wow.
In any
you
sport.
Love every sport.
Yeah, I love a great majority of sports. Only major American sport I can say I don't really like is basketball.
Oh, okay, right on.
And even then, if the Knicks became watchable, I'd...
Sure.
Like, the reason I don't watch the Knicks right now is because I know if I watch them, I'll get sucked in. And then, if I think being a Giants and Devils fan is bad, whoo! I know I've got another thing coming with the Knicks.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get alcohol poisoning before 21, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, it could be worse.
I'm not trying to become an alcoholic. I'm going to stick to my water.
It could be worse. You could be a Detroit sports fan, right? In this. Right
now. No, trust me, nothing
now.
is worse than being.
Yeah, you're right.
Trust me.
Right. No,
at least with the Red Wings, they had that big dynasty with Steve Yzerman and
Sergei Fedorov and
the Red Army line and Lidstrom. God, how can I forget Lidstrom? And I'm not in the mood to talk hockey right now.
Yeah.
If anything, we're talking about anything but hockey right now.
You want to stick to the NFL for a little bit? Talk about the championship games?
Yeah, sure.
Anything of note?
Yeah, sure. I'll talk about championship games. I forgot to write the show this week, but I think I'm doing pretty good right now.
I mean, there's been a lot that's happened already. So.
All right, and this week is the Pro Bowl, which I cannot give two shits about the Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl scores up here. It's like, come on, who cares? The Super Bowl is set.
Hold on, let's hold. Okay. That's next week. And yep, we're doing another one.
Of course.
We're doing another one of these.
Oh, we're gonna do the wrap up. The Super Bowl prediction show.
Oh,
the extravaganza.
Oh no, we're doing the big Super Bowl extravaganza.
Is JW coming back next week?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe. It was good last year. I mean.
Yeah, that was the second ever episode of the Camera Boy Show.
It was cool. All right, what game do you want to start at first?
Let's start with the Chiefs.
Okay.
Start with the Chiefs being the Titans. This is the one I got wrong. And I done winging. They were up 10-0, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this team really is the 2011 Giants. And then reality set in, and oh boy. Yeah. Ryan Tannehill had his biggest passing game of the playoffs.
I know, he threw over 100 yards this game because he had to.
21 of 31, 209 yards, two touchdowns, no picks. Not bad. But for the Chiefs, Patrick
Look at Mahomes,
man. He was seen as a boomer bust coming out of college, and let's say he boomed big time.
Stepped up in the big game, my friends.
23 of 35, 294 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. He's having a hell of a playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to go too deep.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Chiefs' strategy couldn't have been that hard. Neutralize Derrick Henry, which they did.
I tell you, that's a lot easier said than done.
Sure, but they did it.
Let's try. Let's say,
they did it.
Yeah, they learned. They learned from Earl Thomas, and Derrick Henry had 19 rushes for 69 yards.
Yep, one TD. Our longest run is 13 yards. So
Yeah,
nothing.
the invincibility star ran out on him, so. Yeah, I didn't hear the going on in the back of my head, so.
Yeah, I mean, just like in Mario, it wears off. Right? It wore off. It wore
Although I
off.
saw Derrick Henry as more of a metal cap. Like after playing Mario 64, I'm way more of a metal cap fan.
Yeah, right. But
after playing Mario 64, I just played that song over
it's a catchy
over
tune.
so many big football runs.
It's a catchy tune, for sure.
Yeah, it's I don't know what to say. Just the clock struck midnight on this Cinderella story, and it sucks.
Did. I mean, I just saw it as the better team won. You know.
And the thing I'm most surprised about is that Andy Reid.
Yeah. Well, that was your X factor right there. You're like, well, Andy Reid's bad.
Andy Reid's an idiot.
Bad at winning the.
I don't know what I won't.
What came over him?
I don't know. I don't know what coach to rip on if he wins.
Right.
Like I don't know what coach to rip on. I don't have any other coach.
Well, he's made it to the big game.
No, but he's got to win the big game.
Yeah.
More on that next week.
For sure.
Yeah, so on to the NFC side. The San Francisco 49ers, as expected, they bludgeoned and mugged and pillaged the Green Bay Packers in Santa Clara by a score of 37-20. And Jimmy Garoppolo did nothing.
No, he threw for 77 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions.
He attempted 8 passes. Oh, God. This game was the 49ers in a nutshell. Although Aaron Rodgers, he did have a good game. 31-39, 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah, Raheem
Mostert. The star ran out on Derrick Henry. It got picked up again by Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, I guess it must have jumped over to him. 220 yards.
Oh, okay. Can I play something? Can I play something while?
Absolutely, you can. You can play whatever you want. Raheem Mostert, 29 rushes, 220 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Right. Okay.
Give him the game ball.
Yeah. Just like. Oh man, you already said the stats,
Oh, sorry,
man.
Well, here,
Come
say
on.
them again over the music.
All right.
Better.
Raheem Mostert ran for 29 runs for 220 yards and 4 touchdowns. And the San Francisco 49ers don't have the arithmetic in front of me right now, but I'm going to say it's an estimate of around 285 or 286.
286.
Yep. Raheem Mostert just... I saw the 49ers as more of a running back by committee team, but...
I guess the committee picked Raheem and it worked.
Yeah. Raheem Mostert just... What a runner. What a back. Great back.
Yeah.
So 49ers defense did their thing. The Green Bay Packers were exposed for what I knew they were, and I was right. They were pretenders. They were unconvincing, and they finally ran into a good team, and now they are dead. They were like I remember I tweeted something about it. I'm just gonna go over here.
Okay.
On the old tweet machine.
Well, you mentioned this last week. You're like, there's no way. They're just not as good
I said this live during the game. This is murder. This is murder on national television. You're like, what? What? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I mean, Green Bay could put a couple points in the second half.
It was in garbage time.
It was.
It was 27-0 by halftime.
Yeah. Well, when I saw that, though, I was like, hold on, before anyone starts celebrating, we saw this last week. Just, with the the Texans and the Chiefs. But
The thing is, Bill O'Brien wasn't
Sure.
the San Francisco
sure,
coach.
but I was telling people not to get too excited. That's all. That's all. This game changes very quickly.
Yeah, that 49er defense is
But
insane. That
is.
That team is just murderer's row as a defensive line.
It is. So we'll save our overall predictions for next week.
Yeah, I didn't even want to go too deep in the
Okay.
conference championship.
But this is going to be a good game, I think. It's certainly going to be
It's
better.
going to be this is unpredictable.
It is.
It's going to be unpredictable. The battle of the
Yes. I mean, certainly going to be a better game, almost guaranteed, than last year. Last year's
let's not
last
go
year's
there.
snooze fest.
Bap. All right, let's go on to
All right. Where would you like to go?
another legend.
Okay.
Got his due diligence. Derek Jeter.
Number two, Jeter, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter. Number 2.
Number 2.
In the words of the great Bob Shepard, there were only 2 selections in this year's Baseball Hall of Fame. But we're gonna start with Jeet first. Just Derek Jeter. What can you say about him? He's Derek Jeter. Like, I mean, and even though I did put him off my ballot, I was wrong. I was.
Are you changing your tune?
I was contrarian for the sake of being contrarian.
Really? Takes a man to admit that.
I was.
Wow.
I was an idiot.
Wow.
I was an idiot.
I was gonna sit here and try to hear you defend your words from the last couple weeks, but
I was consumed.
And you weren't the only one. Although you don't have a vote, you're not a baseball writer.
Ooh, dude.
But one guy, it was not a unanimous vote.
He was a Mets fan. Guarantee he was a Mets fan. Because Mets fans are the kind of people who do that.
I think I have his name. Hang on, I think I have his name here too.
Hold on. Let's not get him on a hit list.
It's too late. Everyone knows who he is. I just have to find his name.
396 out of 397. What guy put Jeter out of the Hall of Fame?
Well, I didn't look this up, but from what I read, is a dude named Dave Williamson. Who I guess he's from Barstool Sports.
A Barstool.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm hearing. This is not confirmed. I read this. I saw this on Facebook.
Why do you let someone from Barstool
vote? Was baseball?
Vote
I guess
in
the baseball.
a serious. Why Barstool is satire? It's like The Onion, where it's like that. It's satire. They post. Why it's the same media company that does Chicks in the Wild. Same media company that has Pat McAfee as a host on one of their podcasts. Did they let a guy from Barstool vote?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to
in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know. I have to confirm that. That may be a joke, but somebody doesn't matter. Somebody did not vote for him.
Yep, someone didn't vote for him, and can I redo my Hall of Fame ballot? Like I just want to have a fun little activity.
Well, I mean, you didn't have an official one, so you do whatever you want with it.
Like I want to do a little fun little. Can you pull up like an image, like a Google image or a PDF of something like
a redo?
Yeah, like a Google image. I don't know, and then just put up a just 2020 Baseball Hall of Fame ballot.
I can do that.
Thank you.
Let's see. All right, here we go. This is the.
All right, can you put it up on screen? Thank you very much. And
I'll move this over, and let's see if I can get this by itself. Okay.
All right.
Here, I'll pull up the big version. You can read that?
Yep,
Okay.
I can read that. I'm going to go Derek Jeter.
Okay.
Barry Bonds.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with Bonds now. I honestly can't find himself to give a shit.
Well, if that's the case, does Clemens go in?
Yeah, Clemens. goes
Okay,
in.
in the all steroid class, everybody.
No.
Sammy Sosa.
I'm not going all steroids.
Okay.
I'm not doing the all steroid class. Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens were legends on their own.
All right, Adam Dunn, Big Donkey.
And literally everybody did steroids back then.
All right, okay.
Like, I kind of see where they came from, and they were doing steroids. So,
Giambi?
No.
Okay.
Only very exclusive people who did
Wait,
steroids.
Manny?
No, not Manny. Okay.
Manny's not here?
You're just going to ask me every single...
Well,
Larry Walker. I'm going to vote for Larry Walker.
Well, okay, good, because everybody else did too. So not everybody, but 76.6% of the voters did vote for Larry Walker. He is in his final year of eligibility. Congratulations.
That's another topic. Scott Rowland.
Scott Rowland.
He had really good metrics. He had really good stats.
Okay.
Cliff Lee. Gotta go with Cliff Lee.
Okay.
And Kurt Schilling.
All right. Kurt Schilling, I'd be on the fence on. I could go either way. I love that Brian Roberts is on here. That's pretty cool. Just to be on the ballot, that's pretty awesome. He was my favorite player of, say, 2004 to 2000. Before he joined the Yankees, he was my favorite player. When he was on the Orioles, he was my favorite Oriole for a while. I got Brian Roberts' 2005 All-Star jersey. I wear it proudly.
Wow.
I wear it proudly.
Wow,
You know why I like him? One, he was like, 5'8", 5'9", so he's short like me.
You're also short.
He admitted to taking steroids once. And he said he didn't like it, but even he could have been like, I didn't do it. Even if he did, he didn't have to even admit he did it once. That was cool. I thought he played his heart out. But the one thing I really loved was I was hanging out near the parking lot after a game, and as he was leaving, he stopped his car, rolled down the window, and he signed for everybody, including me. He signed a baseball for me.
Wow.
And then he went home. He didn't have to do that. In this day and age, where people are just probably going to sell it, he was like, what the hell? Like, what was it? It's going to cost me 5 minutes out of my life. It wasn't like a long line or a mob or anything.
Wow.
It was like me and 5 other people. And I thought, hey, man, this is a cool guy, man. He knows who's paying his paycheck, So, anyways, but that's just me. I thought that was cool.
Well, what a guy.
Right. Can you imagine, like, Bonds doing that? Or, no way, man.
Derek Jeter would do that. I know Jeter.
All right, he didn't do it for me, so but he's yeah. So even though Brian Roberts might not be in Cooperstown, he's in the Hall of Fame in my heart. So
yeah,
which I don't know what that means, but anyways, all right, yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting ballot that you're submitting. So no Manny Ramirez.
Yep, no Manny.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes, that's my final ballot for the Hall of Fame.
But Derek Jeter.
Yep, Derek
Jeter. I mean, there was no doubt he was getting in. I think the question was whether he'd be voted in unanimously. And I guess to date, only one person's gone in unanimously. His name would be Mariano Rivera. And
one explanation I can have for Derek, for that one guy, is he didn't think he wasn't a Hall of Famer. He just didn't think he should have been unanimous. That's a theory I have. It's not.
But he didn't know if anyone else was not gonna. Well, I guess. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, all I know is that guy's not going to be in New York anytime soon.
No, but I think there's no way. Like,
Yankee fans are crazy.
I would say if you went to that guy and he'd be like, are you telling the truth? Like, would you bet your life on this? I don't know. He was doing it just to be. I think he was doing it just to be a jerk, though. This happens every time. That's why I don't like the baseball writers. But that's how the system is. So, and you know what? It doesn't matter. He got in.
And it took Larry Walker. It took Larry Walker, like, his 10th ballot, his final time on the ballot to get in. Sure. Because you got all these boomers going like, oh, well, you use cords. You play in Colorado. The air was a little thinner than everywhere else. He's not all the famer. Well, screw you, because he's in.
He is. He is. Look at let's go up baseball reference. Wins over replacement
Baseball
72.7. That's come on. 383 home runs, 313 lifetime batting average. I don't care how thin the air is. You still got to hit the ball.
Yeah.
You still got to hit the ball. Yeah, these are some pretty great stats, man. Here's some pretty good.
Oh, please tell me he won a World Series.
Here's some pretty great stats.
Oh no, he didn't win a World Series.
Not to my knowledge, so.
He was on the Rockies. God knows how long. Oh, he was on the Cardinals in 2004. Oh no. Oh no, he didn't win. Oh man, Larry Walker didn't win a World Series. That sucks.
He's in the Hall of Fame. Who cares?
No, but that's gonna eat at you for your entire life. Like, you know that.
Well,
right?
that's a team thing. You can't carry a whole team to the World Series. Lord knows
No,
he
but,
did
like,
everything he could. He did everything he had to.
How many times do you win MVP? Just like, you can scroll over to the right and see how many times they won MVP.
Oh, here we go.
Won MVP in 97.
Mm-hmm. That was the year he hit 49 home runs, right?
720.
Yeah, OPS 1.172, 409 total bases that year.
452 on base.
All-Star, Gold Glove, Silver Slugger that year. Yeah, he had a very good year that year.
Yeah.
1997. For sure.
These are Pujols-ian numbers.
It's good numbers, yeah, for sure. So good on him. You know, had to play in the Expos for a number of years, so.
You know, a player's old when they play on the Expos.
Yeah, for sure. And hey man, 94.
Those poor bastards on the 94 Expos.
You remember that if that probably would have done it, they probably would have won that World Series. They were on fire that year.
He hit 44 doubles in.
I know, in 103 games.
Yeah, that's insane.
It is.
I need to.
He still had 19 home runs in that very short season. So
I need to do some arithmetic on that. 103 games, yeah, 103 games.
Yeah, crazy.
He was on pace for 69 doubles.
Right. And hit 322 that year, and they probably would have won that World Series. I mean, I can't. No one can say that now, but they were on fire that year.
They were winning, and the Yankees were number one in the East.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one year that Mattingly's Yankees were. God, we've seen a Yankees Expos World Series. God, so what a David versus Goliath storyline that would have been.
Yeah.
But nevertheless,
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We will never know.
God damn it, Bud Selig.
Yeah, Derek Jeter, born in
Derek
Pequannock,
Jeter.
New Jersey, everybody.
Jersey boy Jeter.
And then raised in Kalamazoo, Michigan. So those are two states that I've lived in. Yeah, the captain for many years. So yeah. I mean, one of the greatest Yankees of all time, and that's saying something. That's saying something. So that's that's cool.
Okay,
Have you been up? Go ahead.
As an Orioles fan,
Yes.
in your mind, is Cal Ripken Jr. better than Derek Jeter? That's a tough one, ain't it?
It is. Oof. I gotta look at the stats again, but God, I gotta look at the stats again. I think Derek Jeter would have oh man.
It's tough, ain't it?
It is tough, man.
Tough, ain't it?
God. I think Derek might just have the slightest of edges. I got us in a couple stats. I mean, we'll certainly and he's got more World Series, so that's if that's not an edge. I know that's a team stat, but still, yeah, he's got way more rings than Cal does. So,
well, the thing is,
Cal's my favorite. Cal Ripken's my favorite player, though.
Yeah, Cal Ripken.
Yeah.
Well, of course you're an Orioles fan.
Yeah, but again, he's one of those guys. He never did anything wrong. Never got any scandal. Helped the game. Coaches kids now. Ripken baseball. He's good for the game for sure. And the one time I got to meet him, he was a cool guy.
Wow, that must have been insane when you met
That was
him.
cool. I met Cal Ripken at what he did for 1 year. There was a Ripken 5K, and it was at his baseball stadium in Bel Air, Maryland.
Oh, he has a baseball stadium. That's cool.
Yeah, so I remember I ran the race, and then I was real tired. But then I ran to my car, and I got a baseball, and then I ran over to Cal, and he was signing for everybody, and he signed the baseball for me. He took a picture with me. It was cool. It's a good day.
Yeah, put that up somewhere in the studio.
I should. I gotta find that picture.
We got some room on that wall right there.
We're running out of room, but we'll find room for the. Yeah, you're right. I should put up that Cal Ripken
Right
picture.
around there. You can't see it. Like maybe I'll head over to the camera. Like this little spot.
There are a couple spots. There's one up. Yeah, you get tilted up. Yeah, well, that's where our sign was, but I moved that over to our boardwalk location, our new boardwalk location.
Oh, you have a boardwalk location?
Yeah, you didn't hear about this? I didn't put it on Instagram. I only put it on Facebook. Yeah, we got another studio on the boardwalk. It's a pop up. It'll be there until the summer. So, anyways,
It's crazy.
the sign will come back. I got another sign coming.
Opening chains now.
But you're right. Yeah, I don't.
Look at my man right here.
I know it's like the McDonald's.
The McDonald's.
99 billion
podcast.
served. One day we'll have 99 billion served. So, but yeah, that's cool, man. I've never been to Cooperstown.
Me neither.
I mean, would you go?
Oh, I'd go to Cooperstown.
All right, would you go for Jeter there, or who's the one player that you'll definitely go for? I think you mentioned Aaron Judge.
Yeah, Judge.
Judge, all right.
I'd go for Judge.
Okay,
Although I'm not putting him in Cooperstown yet, but
yeah. But he's on the path though for sure.
he's on that path.
He's on the path. Right on, man. Well, congratulations to the captain. Yeah, I got nothing but respect for Jeter. The only time I've ever cursed his name is when he beat my team.
A countless amount of times. I swear, I don't know what it is with the Yankee shortstops and beating up the Orioles. First Jeter, now Torres.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just a thing. But again, a guy who never really got involved in any scandal. Even when A-Rod came to town, he was well liked. Everyone just hated. He was kind of like the anti A-Rod. It was like, well, I think people were like, why don't you just play baseball like Derek Jeter?
A-Rod.
And fine, go date models or whatever. You've earned it, of course. But why you gotta be like, I don't know.
Dude,
Why,
Derek Jeter
why do you have
has,
to
like,
be such an
Derek
attention?
Jeter dated so many, like big time celebrities.
He did,
And,
but it was always like even the
Didn't he date Scarlett Johansson for a little bit?
probably did.
I do remember hearing about him dating Mariah Carey,
That's hey man.
which for like the
Good for
early
him.
2000s,
I think
early 2000s, that is
what's it like to have to listen to "All I Want for Christmas Is You" all the time? That's
that's only Christmas time.
right. No, I'm sure you heard it the whole time. I'm sure in that house it played 24/7. That would be a deal breaker for me. I was like, you know what, this isn't going to work out.
It's June.
All right, this isn't going to work out. So
And this isn't even like Hallmark Christmas in July.
yeah.
All right, I want to bring up. Here's another thing I want to bring
Okay.
up. Big heel turn. I'm gonna bring up Zion Williamson
Okay.
because he made his debut last night. I want to watch the highlights live on the show. Like look up on highlights for Zion.
Okay, sure. Wow, so the much touted Zion Williamson going to New Orleans, came in,
Okay, go on the YouTube.
got injured, and which one do you want to go for?
Full highlights.
Full
The one right there.
highlights. All right.
Right,
here
can
we
you
go.
project it on the
can.
thing? And we're not big enough to be copyrighted yet.
I can't. Hopefully, there's no ad here, but we'll see.
Oh.
There is an ad, but that's okay. We'll. All right, wait. We can skip it though.
Yeah.
Skip ad.
Yep.
Here we go. This comes courtesy of House of Highlights.
Ooh, nice pass.
Very
Oh
nice.
God, the frame rate is terrible.
You get the idea. You get the idea. There's a lot going on here. Like,
Yep.
You get the idea.
Wow. Ooh.
Nice rebound.
Ooh,
Nice rebound and
nice.
put back. Look at that. Oh, I was like, oh, watch the leg, buddy. Watch the leg.
He got
just-
the wrap over there.
Nah, he does look like a force, man.
He's really talented.
So 22 points. Nice. Oh, look at him coming out from out of nowhere.
look at
Nice
that.
play. Nice play.
Look at that.
Nice play. Yeah, he looks good.
Well, we at least expected him to look good.
Sure. Hey, man, 22 points for his first game. Yeah. Yeah, it looks smooth. I mean, look, he looks like he's fully recovered, or
Yep.
recovered. At least.
Oh,
Look at that.
nice rebound.
Look at that rebound.
Oh, break the other way. Oh,
Pass to
nice.
the open man. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Zion Williamson, everybody. All right, it's open.
Oh, taken
and
from
training
three.
the three. Nothing but net, everybody.
Ooh.
Oh, man, you don't. So he's a threat inside, outside. Oh, bam! Nice, nice. Just chuck it up. He'll.
Lonzo to Zion. Bang, bang, right
Wow!
there.
All right.
Oh, he's going to go
Another
from
one,
three.
another one.
He's going to go
Bam.
from three.
From downtown,
man.
everybody.
Is
Yeah,
there
man.
such a thing as a five-tool basketball player?
Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah, I mean.
Oh!
Well, what would the five tools be? Shooting, rebounding, defense.
Three-point shooting.
Three-point
Oh! Speak of the devil. Oh. 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 Oh, he didn't. He
That's
didn't.
nice. So-
He didn't.
So if you leave him open like that, he'll drain it. If you go after him, he'll go right around
Oh,
you.
that. Whoa.
So gotta love it, man. I
He's
mean,
here.
fun player to
He
watch.
has
man.
arrived.
Fun player to watch, man.
Ooh.
Can he stay?
If he is, then yep, he is. If he can stay healthy, he's gonna be a force. And
So play 18 minutes,
wow.
22 points, 8 for 11, 4 for 4 from 3-point range, 4 for
He's
4,
alive.
7 rebounds, 3 assists. So hey man, gotta love that.
What a player. He was 4 for 4 from 3, 8 for 11 on field goals,
Yep.
7 rebounds, 3 assists.
Can't argue with any of that, man.
And even in January, as of January 23rd, he is still a big contender for Rookie of the Year. If he keeps this up, oof. Well, there was that other rookie on the Heat that I can't quite put my finger on, but let's not go there.
Okay, no,
Let's
we're
not go
talking
there.
about Zion
I
Williamson.
just wanted to briefly mention Zion. I
Okay.
just wanted to do my due diligence as a sports journalist
Okay,
because I kind of had to do that. So,
and you did.
one thing I want to kind of step into is the Giants. They made another hire. They made multiple hires for their coaching staff. And the one guy I kind of want to hone in on is Jason Garrett.
All right.
Like I really like I like it. I like the hire. The Clapster, as I call him, Jason Garrett, hired as the Giants' offensive coordinator. And to be completely honest, he's got a better quarterback and running back. I'm sorry, Daniel Jones throws a better ball than Dak Prescott. And Saquon Barkley needs no introduction.
No.
And although he's got a worse offensive line. But it's Garrett. He was a bad head coach.
But
He was a great coordinator. And my main point being here is a bad head coach at one point in time was probably a great coordinator.
Sure.
And to get a former head coach, no matter how good or how bad, as an offensive or defensive coordinator, is like, holy shit. Like, this is big. This is really, really big. Like, wow. And apparently Freddie Kitchens also hired for the Giants coaching staff, which I don't have a problem with. He doesn't have to deal with anywhere near... Like, Freddie Kitchens had way too much drama on a team for a rookie head coach. Way too much. And I feel like Garrett is going to do a good job. He's developed 2 quarterbacks.
Yes.
He's developed Romo and he's developed Prescott.
Yep.
And I know you're probably thinking, what, Dak Prescott's development? What the hell are you thinking? I'm like, well, if you look at the numbers, Prescott, solid quarterback. Solid quarterback.
But, yeah, I think a lot of teams would totally take, so...
And if you think about it, Ben McAdoo, terrible head coach, great offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Pat Shermer, horrible head coach, great offensive
Doesn't always
coordinator.
translate.
Freddie Kitchens, tire fire head coach, great offensive coordinator. Hugh Jackson, the holy motherload of tire fire head coaches, fantastic offensive coordinator.
Right.
So, and Marvin Lewis, even more so. He was the defensive coordinator of the 2000 Ravens. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about bad head coaches being great coordinators. And I like Jason Garrett. I like him as a coordinator, not as head coach. And it will be fun. And I just gotta say, it's refreshing to see the Giants get an offensive coordinator who's actually an offensive coordinator to do their job. Like, actually call the plays, worry about the X's and the O's, where you only have to worry about the offense. Instead, when you're a head coach, you have to worry about literally everything else on the team. When you're a coordinator, you just got to worry about the offense. You got to worry about the X's and the O's.
Right.
And just calling good plays, calling good football plays. When you're a head coach, you got to worry about the media. You got to worry about if players are happy or not. You got to worry about preparedness. You got to worry about work ethic. You got to worry about every single thing. You got to worry about culture. You got to worry about who's happy or not. You got to worry about chemistry. You got to worry about... I could go on. But you get my point. Being a head coach requires a vastly different skill set than being an offensive coordinator. Than being any coordinator, as a matter of fact. And I'm pro Jason Garrett.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, you didn't see this coming though, did you?
I kind of saw it coming.
Did you?
I saw him coming, hire him as the head coach but I feel like the Giants may have finally got it right with the coaching staff. I feel like they finally got it right. Ever since that whole Coughlin fiasco, they finally got it right. Joe Judge, I feel like he's gonna get the guys working on a big work ethic. He'll have them working hard. He actually has a philosophy, which is a big step up from the other 2 dickbags that have been Giants coaches. So yeah, I just wanted to put my input on Jason Garrett.
Yeah, this is a big hire.
Yeah, huge pickup. And I'm all for it. Just best of luck to you. You get my blessing, Jason Garrett.
Well, let's see some results. Let's see some results first, but
it'll be fun to see him clapping on the sideline. Do like good old Jason Garrett clapping.
In Giants blue.
Yeah, in Giants blue.
I don't know, man.
It's weird. It's weird. Really weird. I never thought I'd ever see Jason Garrett in Giants blue. That's funny. Really, really funny. Yeah, so...
All right, good week, man. I know you've had a range of emotions, but...
Hold on, I want to see
what else? You got something else?
I want to see if there's still something else, any other... God forbid, any other news that came out. I forgot to talk about... oh my god. There's this group chat that I'm in that's like somebody posted David Ortiz congratulating Derek Jeter, and then this guy was like, great, more like average, below average. I'm just like, dude, shut up. You know what? I'm just gonna
That's a
tag.
classy move.
I'm gonna tag him right now on the show. Just like,
Yeah, call him out.
up, just shut up. Yeah, but if you want to see, I put it right here.
All right, move it over. There
Wait.
you go. All right, can't really see it, but.
I wrote, shut up. I just wrote shut up.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Yep. Yeah, so, I'm...
There we go. Oh no, wait, that's an old tweet. But anyways, so that's cool. Big Poppy.
And I'll be there when he gets in. Poppy. Like, I'll be congratulating him on the show.
Oh yeah, I think that's shouldn't be any question about that either. So.
I love Poppy. I'll always love Poppy.
All right, right on.
So,
Got anything else? Anything else coming up?
Maybe.
Ha.
I've got nothing. So,
Okay.
yeah, it was a good show this week.
Yeah.
Very concise. Not going to be a lot to edit. So, yeah, from Ming Chen and the Shared Universe Podcast Studio, I'm Cameron Woolley. Stay classy, New Jersey. Be sure to like and subscribe.
And follow everything.
And follow everything. Read my articles. I might be pumping out another one soon, so stay tuned. Stay classy, New Jersey.